Hey everyone, welcome back to Manifesting Money. With February just around the corner, it's time to set up our budgets for the new month. In this video, I'll walk you through my process of laying out February's financial goals, organizing paychecks, making space for progress on savings and debt. So whether you're just starting on your budgeting journey or you're looking for new ideas to stay on track, grab your favorite budgeting tools and let's dive in together. So with the start of a new month, I would want to draw a tarot card just to give us some insight, some focus, something that we need to remember going forward with this new month on our financial journey. Oop, dropped a bunch. So as I give it a shuffle, I'm just focusing on, okay, let's see, what do we need to know this month with our finances? What is something that is important to keep in mind, to keep us on track and motivated moving forward with our finances? The Six of Wands. We've seen her before, which is awesome. I love when cards are consistent. Six of Wands from the Modern Witch's Guide. She is all about celebrating her successes, counting the small wins. She is victorious. She's having a great time. So for me, this is just remembering your progress and not getting so caught up in the hardships and things. So celebrate those little wins and move forward from there. So I'm going to go ahead and get out my iPad mini to start planning. So here we are in February. One of the things I need to do is, because January had 3 paychecks, that means the last paycheck of January is the 31st. But a lot of that money has to pay February bills. So what I have done here is, the way I usually will do this in my digital planner to make it easy to flip back and forth, is I'll move my February calendar to be right after January. So this here is the last paycheck, but this paycheck has to pay a lot of things in February. So what I usually do is I will kind of ghost in the next month as much as I have space for, so I can kind of assign those things and then continue that into the February calendar. So one of the things that's going on is that with my HELOC that I was approved for, they sent me checks to send to my consumer debt to settle those debts. Those checks have been mailed. They all haven't posted the payments yet. So I'm really hoping that those get posted soon so I don't have to make another payment and then wait for a refund, but I will do it if I have to. So I'm going to go ahead and rotate my screen to make this easier. I'm going to open a second instance of Noteful with a second instance of my paycheck budget. So then what I'm going to do is we're going to get into, where is it here, the last paycheck budget of January, and we're going to start including the rest of my green items on this paycheck. So we're going to give that one a little bit more space. Okay, so I already have, from the 31st, I've got the groceries, I've got the chore money, I've got the phone bill, Apple, Google. This Q1 water bill is going to be due, so I'm going to add that here. I'm going to pull money out of my sinking funds to put towards that. So the sinking funds will actually show up here. Oh, Lord. That don't fit, do it? And I'll have to look back and see exactly how much is coming in on that. But I want to add that here as a bill. It actually rounds up because there's a fee for paying it online. All right, and then Google is on there. So then we are going to go over to February and see what else I have. So on the 10th, I have Discover. And this is one of them that I paid off with the HELOC. So hopefully that will process through before this comes due. Otherwise, we will have to figure that out. I also have Capital One on here, the credit card, and that one did post through. So the current payment due on that is 0. I do have a balance on that card, just from some charges that came through after the settlement was done. So we're going to work on paying that down. But for now, it has no minimum payment because the deposit covered that. And especially not knowing about the Discover card or the car loan, I'm going to leave that at 0 for now. The car was also paid off with the HELOC, but again, that hasn't posted. So we're going to include that as a just in case. And then I also, because the HELOC is due on the 1st, the same time as the mortgage, which is a bummer to have the two biggest payments that I have due on the same day, we are going to pay the HELOC with this check and then pay the mortgage with the next check. If you're low income, a magic month isn't usually all that magic. It just means you have to shift when you're able to pay your bills because every paycheck goes towards the next 2 weeks of bills. It's not like it's like a bonus. Yay, I didn't need it. So it just makes things a little confusing for the time being, but we're going to get it figured out. So the other thing that I'm going to put on here then is the HELOC, and that is due on the 1st, and that is, I think it's 312. I have it as 311, but it's 312. Okay, so that takes care of the last paycheck in January. We're going to flip back here to just the one, and then we're going to assign out the other paychecks this month. So I'm going to grab my highlighter. I'm going to pick a color very different from the green. So I think we're going to go with a nice pink. So here's the first paycheck for February. So that's going to pay this bill and this bill. It's going to cover that one, that one, that one. It's going to cover that one, and then the mortgage. Right. Okay. And then we'll grab a different color. Oh, this blue is nice. So here is the second paycheck, and that's going to cover Hulu, groceries, chores, the phone bill, Apple, Google, and it will be more in March, but we won't set that up just yet. We'll probably, I'm going to start getting in the habit of like when I'm doing February, I'm going to have February and March's calendar. So why don't I just do that? Just so this is the complete picture. So give me a moment. I will be right back. I'm going to quickly set up a calendar for, well, I can show you how I do it. So all we do is we go here. I'm going to insert from my current, which brings us back to here. I'm going to pick a fun font. Let's see, what's March all about? March is springtime, isn't it? Let's see what I have for fun fonts. It feels like a good March color. March feels very blue. Green? Yeah, March can be green. Okay. And then March starts on the 1st, which is a Saturday. Okay, so then payday is going to be not the 7th, but the following, so that'll be the 14th. Grab cute. Okay. So Okay, so now we're going to fill in at least the first few on here just for the sake of getting this done. I am not going to put Discover or the car payment on March because that for sure should be gone by then, but we're still going to keep that credit card on there because in case I need to use it, I need to be keeping up with it. Let's see, so what am I missing then? CapCut is on the 15th as well. All right. Oh, she's getting sloppy. I might rewrite this later because I'm rushing right now. Okay, the rest of these I will fill out later, but I just wanted to have the first ones on there from that paycheck. So we're going to go back to the highlighter. We still have our blue color. So the phone, Apple, Google, and then probably Progressive. And then I'm going to need to put those on there. Alliant and Spectrum. Yeah, those are at least, I need to put those on there. So, man, I'm trying to do that from memory. And, close. Okay. Because that's going to have to cover these guys too. Let me get back to my highlighter. I'm going to pay Alliant and Progressive. So then that covers all of February. We're going to hold off on doing March until that gets a little bit closer. So now what I'm going to do is go back to my split screen and fill out my paycheck budgets for February. So we're going to get back in here, grab another noteful, and we're going to come down to this here. So this is going to be for February. The date on this paycheck is for the 14th. So 2/14. We're going to have our rollover, which is 50, and then work paycheck. Okay. So this is going to cover then, so we've got groceries. Those just come out right away. What else is pink? Got CapCut. Alliant is my utilities. Spectrum is the internet. And then we also have the mortgage. Totally just spaced. There we go. Okay. And then what I'm going to do just for the sake of ease, and one of the beautiful things about digital is I can just grab this guy. This is the last one there. I'm just going to copy these over. And then I'm going to copy this. I forget sometimes that they're not connected. Oh. Okay, dokie. And then we're going to make some changes because that's everything. We're also going to copy this page because this is all the same. We're copying this page. And then we're going to copy this page. Okay. So now I'm going to move this February calendar to its rightful spot. Right here. I'm going to bring March down as well because I will be referring to that in the future. I am going to try again. No, I don't want to do that. I'm actually just going to copy this boy. Okay, so one of the things that I'm going to change here is because this water will have been paid off at the beginning, that means it's less of a priority. So what I'm going to do is we're just going to grab all of these and shift them up. And then, because at the end of the month, I will reassess my totals for my sinking fund. So that information I won't have until I do my January closeout, which will be at the end of the month. I'll total up what I have, additional savings and stuff like that, and then recalculate what I need for my sinking funds. And I'm going to put back on here, but it's going to be at the bottom because that's not due now for a whole year. So it'll be a smaller amount. We'll put it at the bottom because we've got time on that. Okay, and then we're just going to, well, we'll do our highlighting. Groceries are red. Your money. Description. And then bill. 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 Oop. Okay, so that's that. And then, oh, should I do the math now? Yeah, why not? Okay. So, oh, I need to add my buffer in here as well. Okay, so we've got groceries. That. Do we see the problem here? So, real-time budgeting, folks. Short circuit blink. I'm going to have to look at this. Did I pay Alliant already? Nope, because this is February. If I wouldn't have paid it. Okay, we're just going to pause, take a breath. I need to figure that out because that math ain't mathing. I know, I hear you. So I'm going to need to pay Alliant with this paycheck. So we're going to go back to this last paycheck here in January, and we're going to add the Alliant bill here. I'm sure this math ain't gonna math either, but I'm gonna hold off on this until closer to payday because I need to know about the Discover and the car. Otherwise, this math ain't gonna math. We're gonna figure it out though, because I do have some money from the overpayment of the HELOC that I can apply to those in an emergency if need be. So what we're gonna do then is go back to February. Right, so we made that. So we're going to pull that off of here. Oopsie. Okay, that makes this manageable. Leaves us with 174, 174. I know this is 100. So that will leave us with 74 to put towards sinking funds, which is fine. I wasn't expecting to be able to fill it every single time. So just kind of knowing that I have some to put towards savings funds is fantastic. So we're going to go ahead and do, this is incorrect. All right, so let's just grab my little February. All right, and then this will also be February, so we can just change. Oh, because it's a free for use font, so they don't let you have letters all the time or numbers all the time. Okay. This will be from the 14th to the 27th. Okay, and then $228 to $313. Okay, and then we can set this one up too, just to make sure that our math is mathin'. Where do I work? Nobody knows. Okay. Maggie, hush. Hey, come here. Come here. It's okay. Good girl. You're okay. It's okay. Hi. Big Maggie. You can't see her. She's just off screen. Okay. So then I'm going to, that's enough, Maggie. We're going to split this view again. And send this one back to the calendar. This one will pull up this last paycheck. And now we're doing all the bills that we put in this blue color, which is going to be blue on there. Yum. Okay. Sorry about her. Having a moment. Maggie, what's the matter? Let me go check on her. 1 second. We're back. Okay. She's fine. Neighbors are being noisy. She's freaking out. So we handled Google, and then because I did March, I just want to make sure. Yep. So we have also on here Progressive, which is my car insurance. $68. And then Spectrum. Okay, and that is okay. Okay. Nope, and the buffer. I always want to forget that, but it's so important. Okay, let's see if this maths. 100 plus 35. Is that right? Okay. So that's only $581. That leaves so much. I'm gonna pay. Nope. The HELOC is coming out of this first one. So I could actually pay. I'm gonna go ahead and pay the HELOC on this one too. Man, if y'all are seeing math somewhere that I am making a mistake on, let me know, because that just don't seem right. Oops. But I guess that's a lot of little bills, so that makes sense. Okay. We're going to pay the HELOC on this too. This is why I like to do this in advance, because then I'm not like, woohoo, look at all this extra money I have when I don't really have extra money. I just need to put it in the right spots. Although maybe I am just getting ahead. I don't trust it. When you have low income for so long that you're like getting ahead on bills and you don't trust it because you're not used to being ahead on bills. Okay. No, I should have just done that math. Oh my goodness. Okay. Again, we're just going to borrow this whole thing. Ugh, I love digital planning. Okay, boom. Okay, and then we can just erase the stuff that is not relevant. Okay, so I've got 1300, 93, so left over. The leftover goes here. And here we have seven. Yeah, we'll add this in there too. Okay. Is this me getting ahead? Is this me getting ahead on bills? What is happening? We're going to just pay as much of that as we possibly can. I should have a new statement by then, so we'll hopefully be able to just pay that off. Okay. Do some highlighting real quick. Subscription, since we're here. You're a subscription. You're a subscription. You're a subscription. Deals. Bill. 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 Chores. And okay, and then we'll grab some of these pages to copy. Let this one and this one copy and paste. Okay, we'll just change the dates on those. This we're going to make say this. And we're going to erase just the highlighter only. Time. No over budget spending for February. Love that. Okay, well. Okay, here we are. We did it, you guys. This is wild. I feel good about it, I guess. Since one paycheck is going to be dicey, I guess the magic month is magicking a little bit. Have it. I'll take it. I'll take it. So let me know how things are looking. Thank you so much for setting up February's budget with me, even though we got a little confused, a little convoluted. Hopefully everything will work out. I'm going to double check my numbers off camera just because am I really getting ahead? Am I really getting ahead so far into the next month? That don't seem right, but the math was mathing. You guys saw, right? The math was mathing. Remember, budgeting is a journey and every step forward is progress. So if you found this video helpful, give me a thumbs up, subscribe for more budgeting content, share it with someone who might need a little financial inspiration. If you see where my math ain't mathin', let me know, because am I really getting a month ahead? That's okay. Well, maybe. Let me know in the comments what your top financial goals for February are. I'd love to cheer you on. So until next time, keep taking those small intentional steps towards your money goals. You've got this. Take care.